great to be back on Saving Media Sports Extra on YouTube. And like I always do, it's always ready to serve you the best of sports and content. Now, on Saturday evening, we witnessed an epic boxing bout between our very own Freezy Macbones and the new sensation worldwide. Yeah, worldwide. That being Nikki. Charlie, the bout was crazy. The bout had everything in terms of controversies, in terms of post-match discussion, post-bout or post-match discussion. It was so on point. And I'm the type of boxing fan who is always interested in the aftermath of the bout, and that really got me moving. That really got me talking on the various social media handles. Now, the big question is, did worldwide deserve the win over Freezy Macbones? And we are in to do justice to that question. Now, I'll start off with the controversy. Some are saying that Freezy Macbones deliberately decided to have a piece of a worldwide shoulder. Yeah, there was that bite during the bout, and some are saying that he intentionally did that because he wanted a return bout. He wanted worldwide to win. So with worldwide winning, then he can come in with that rematch, and that will definitely give him that clout, and that will definitely make it possible for the standard of boxing to be elevated. So more of trying to give us more matches so that there will be more publicity, there will be more money. You see that bit, that be the angle Charlie people they talk. Say freezing my bones, he share that way invite worldwide. But from another angle, me, what I'm thinking, they say for freezing my bones, I do not think that bite was deliberate. Clearly, from where I'm sitting from and from what I watched during the bout, I think freezing my bones was a bit frustrated. He was frustrated because the hugging and the clenching was way too much. And I've seen a lot of boxers get into that zone where they become frustrated and they decide to do things which are not really legal. The famous bout between Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield. Tyson did the unthinkable, and it was as a result of that head batting bit, that clenching from Holyfield, who deliberately decided to use that strategy against Mike Tyson. Tyson got frustrated, and the next thing was Nezena Tyson, Eddie Holyfield, Nason Aye Chinchinga, or the Kibaba Ore. So that frustration bit really affected Freezy Macbones. And I think that was the reason why he did that reckless act in the ring against Worldwide. So forget about Freezy doing it deliberately. We move on to the next question. Now, did the fight live up to expectation? I'll go straight to the point. I do not really think the bout really um, live up to expectation. I do not think something of that sort took place because I was expecting a lot from the two boxes. Looking at the projection, looking at the mileage, and looking at the euphoria surrounding the bout, and also the gentleman called Freddie McBones, his rise as a boxer, what he has been through, and the kind of elevation he has enjoyed for the past 3 years as a boxer. I was really expecting a lot from Freezy Macbones. For Worldwide, I knew little about Worldwide, so I was not really expecting too much from Worldwide. But for Freezy Macbones, Charlie, now they expect more from Freezy. But after the bout, Charlie, the expectation was not really met. If you are really a hardcore fan of boxing and you are the type who really have fair knowledge about the hooks, the jabs, the uppercut, the head movement, the footwork, and the other technical stuff pertaining to boxing, I'm not sure you were really satisfied with regards to the output of the two boxers. So I'll say the fight did not really live up to expectation in terms of the boxing technicalities bit. The fight did not live up to expectation. Now for organization, shout outs, big ups to Sharaf Mahama, yeah, the son of the president of the land. Legacy Rise organization. Charlie, the organization was on point too. That Legacy Rise, they are really doing very well. And kudos to the young man, Sharaf Mahama, for giving us that good fight. Organization was on point. Spectators were there in their numbers. The pop and pageantry, everything was on point. And those who were saying that boxing is dead in Ghana, I believe you've been proven wrong. Boxing is still alive. And Kankesi Sharaf Mahama, we are really living that dream and we are expecting more from the young man. Now, did Worldwide deserve the win over Freezy Macbones? Let me look at this question from this angle. This is how I'm going to answer the question. Now, comparing the two boxers, I think, Charlie, what Worldwide was lacking, Freezy was having it, and he was having it in abundance. And what Freezy was also lacking, Worldwide had it in abundance. Why am I saying this? Clearly, if you look at the boxing fundamentals of Worldwide, he had everything that was good in terms of boxing. The fundamentals, the technicalities, he had it more than Freezy Macbones. But when it comes to endurance, Worldwide was really struggling. Charlie, he was struggling to really keep his breath in check, and he was just feeling that heat, tired, legs all over the place. At a point in time, the commentators they were caught between two minds as to what Worldwide was really doing in the ring. That was when he came in with that strategy of trying to joke, trying to play that head movement bit, trying to frustrate Freezy Macbones with his clenching style. But clearly, he had the fundamentals, which Freezy Macbones lacked to some extent. But in terms of strength, Freezy Macbones had it more than Worldwide. Now, in boxing, the technicalities really plays a major role, and it really counts. The first three rounds, Worldwide came in very strong, and he gave us a lot of the technicalities. The application was so on point. His jabs, his footworks, his head movement, how he clearly dominated the first three rounds was palpable. Now from round three, Freezy came in very hard, very aggressive. But if you are not careful, you'll be deceived by the aggressive bait from Freezy Macbones. He was doing the chasing, he was throwing the punches. But how many of the punches, how many did Freezy Macbones land clearly? How many of those punches did Freezy Macbones land? That is the big question for the gods. So for you to win, you don't just throw many punches and have it up here that you are going to win because you are doing the chasing, you are the one throwing the punches. No, you need to land your punches. And Freezy was looking for that breakthrough with a knockout. Now, the boxer that comes in mind, pondering over what Freezy was doing in the ring, is the former heavyweight boxer. I think he was the WBC heavyweight champion, Deontay Wilder, who was a knockout specialist. And Wilder lacked the fundamentals a little bit. So if you're able to contain him from round one up to, let's say, round five, and he's not able to knock you down, now your fundamentals now comes into play, and you can put him in that zone where he'll be frustrated with your fundamentals. And that was what Worldwide did clearly against Freezy Macbones. So Freezy could have easily won the bout, which is knockout. But Worldwide was just playing that dilly-dally, using his head movement, trying to rest on the ropes. He managed the bout very, very well. And unfortunately, in the last round, that unfortunate incident really affected Freddie McBone because there was that point deduction on the scores. So clearly, I will not sit here and say that Freezy McBones was cheated. I think there's a learning curve for Freezy McBones, and Worldwide deserved the victory, though it was that close. I will not say this was a win that the gap was that big. No, it was that close. But I will still stand by my take on the winner of the bout, and I'll go in for Worldwide for the judges to come out with a unanimous decision when it comes to the ruling as to who really won the bout. Clearly, they are the experts. And per my knowledge about boxing, I think Worldwide clearly, clearly managed the bout very well, more than Freezy McBones. But Freezy was the aggressor, Freezy was the chaser, but because he lacked, or because he's lacking the fundamentals, that really culminated into Worldwide winning the bout. Well, let me hear from you in the comment section your take on Worldwide's win over Freezy Macbones. Do also subscribe to 7 Media Sports on YouTube for the best of sports and content. Have a wonderful day.